Welcome. We're 3 Men And A Bernina. I'm Michael. This is Sean.
Wes.
This is Weston.
Okay.
We're 3 Men And A Bernina, and we want to welcome you to Stitchin Heaven. This is our quilt shop. This is where we work. We're proud to work here. Probably work at one of the most beautiful stores, quilt shops I have ever been to. Sean and I know nothing about quilting.
Absolutely nothing.
And this guy's been doing it for about 2 months and has like cheated on our friendship.
We're going to catch up to him though.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're going to go in the store. We're going to look around, and then we're going to get some advice on the best products we should get as starting quiltist, hobbyist, sewist.
Sewist, quiltist, quilters.
There's people who make quilts. So let's go inside. I like walking into our store. I don't usually get to do it from the perspective of the customer because I come in through the back. But my God, every time we come into that store, I mean, it's the most beautiful showroom of any quilt shop I think I've ever been into. They call this a sewing machine.
It is a sewing machine.
I got these fools beat. I have so much of a massive advantage for as far as quilting goes. Yes.
Love that thing. My turn.
Ready?
Acne free.
Acne free.
My name is Michael Bennett. I am the director of marketing. I sell fabric, experiences, and happiness.
Here we go. Here we get the baby. It's Maybelline. My name is Sean Donnelly, and I am the CESO of Stitchin Heaven. Is this what we're going to use?
We're gonna adopt a Bernina, I guess.
Is this what we're going to use? This is
Oh, I didn't know
beautiful.
y'all got those in. Oh, those look better than the picture.
Heck yeah, they do.
That is absolutely awesome. Oh
Hey,
my
buy one,
goodness.
get one free.
Would you buy one and I get the free one?
Ooh. That's a lot of feet.
At least they're not stinky.
Michael has a foot fetish.
Hey, that's a good shirt. I have a foot fetish.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like it.
I'm not gonna wear it, but you have fun with
But it's an icon of
a foot like this.
yeah.
All right. I am Weston Wofford. I go by Wes. I have worked for Stitchin Heaven in the past in a variety of positions, and right now I am just rocking with this.
Multi-purpose foot. Ooh. I use my feet for all different kinds of things. I can run, I can walk, I can ski, I can jump.
You can ski?
Currently, I can pick things up with my toes and throw them up in the air and catch it. So I don't have to bend over because that hurts.
Pick up a foot.
Take your underwear off the floor and throw it in the hamper when you're getting in the shower.
You have to. That's the only way to.
Well, Wes has a little bit of experience. I know that his whole family kind of does the sewing and quilting thing. He comes from a background of that, so he might know a few tricks. Michael, no, not nervous about him at all. No. Hey, this here's Curtis. He's my technician. He's awesome. He knows a whole lot more about it than I do.
Let him do his thing.
We can use these. We can use the 475.
Is that a quilter's edition?
Yeah, it's a quilter's edition.
Yeah.
We're going to be quilters, right?
I mean, eventually. So this is a rock
Just to
solid
get
machine.
started.
And for you guys out there,
They're cheap. And they're really good because Curtis has worked on them.
the stars at night are big and bright. Deep in the heart of Texas. All right, I had to do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Knocked over fabric.
Oh,
He was walking by and I went,
you destroy my store, I'm going to beat you.
what is this?
What is that not?
That's what you sleep with.
That's everything.
It's your nighttime weasel.
So cuddly.
I'm not going to say that again.
Fat quarters. Yes, sir. I love these. I'm in awe. I have zero self-control when it comes to fabric.
We're gonna have to find somebody to
to
explain
not
all this
solve
stuff.
Yeah.
To us.
We are.
So here I am.
Oh, hey! Look.
Howdy.
Hi, it's Janet.
Gina, so what is it you're doing?
So we are coming in here to learn about product we need in order to begin quilting, like the basic quilter's essentials.
We have no idea what we're doing. I'm excited. Absolutely. What's there to be nervous about? I mean, we're learning how to sew, we're learning how to quilt, and we're gonna have a bunch of fun with it. Absolutely having fun.
Standing right here at a ruler wall, and these are tools for the trade, so to speak. Just like a plumber needs tools, we need good tools to be able to put out a good product. And so you're going to need a couple of rulers to start with. There's lots of specialty rulers, and when you get to that point, that's when you want to use those. Like that's a specialty ruler.
That's why women love quilting.
Yes.
Diamond's best friend. It's about time that I started to learn what we do at this company and the products that we sell to a more deeper level.
I'm going to tell you that there's two rulers that you're going to want to start with. You're going to want to start with a square, something like between 6.5 and 9.5. Again, these are creative grids, so you can feel the back. There's just a little bit of a rough
Feels
edge.
like a cat's tongue.
So that when it helps grab the fabric, helps it from slipping. Okay, so you want a square, and then also you want something that you can cut across with the fabric. So 24 inches, really good.
Is that the width
this
of
one.
the fabric?
Right. By the time the fabric is about 44, 45, it's folded in half, and this will let you get entirely across that. Same thing. You can go 6 inches by 24, 8 inches by 24, doesn't matter.
Nice.
But you definitely want something to be able to do that. So
So you
start
just-
out with those two, and then
Why are they
after that, we will look at maybe, if you have a specific need, like log cabins or flying geese or 4 patches, well, we can help you find
talking
a
about
ruler
pineapple, you're gonna get me
that
hungry.
will help you.
I love it.
All right. Now, while we're here, you're going to have a good iron.
Why?
And you want, because you're going to have to press everything. So, sorry, it's not permanent press.
I saw that we just walked by that Laura star and did the little.
Actually, that's pretty fabulous. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
They look
Yes.
fabulous.
They're-
The steam made me
You
feel
look
10 years
fabulous.
younger. I'm a little nervous. I touch the product all the time, but I don't know most of what I'm touching.
Typically, most people want an iron with a sharp point, something to be able to do it. This is an extremely popular one here in the store because it's cordless. So you've got a base that heats up your unit. Notice that the shape here, so it's not going to stand, but it goes right back into its space to recharge for heating it up.
Nice.
And then your cord's not in your way, not messing up the fabric as you're pressing it. Okay, now, pressing mat. These are wool mats. And this is
Ooh.
Rage with quilters, so it's made out of wool.
Is it soft?
You can feel it.
It's like an oven for
It's like
your.
a little oven, yeah, so we'll grab that.
Isn't that cool?
You've got different sizes. This round one goes with our Motilli.
Feels like a
Heavy
sheep.
mats.
Have you ever pet a sheep?
It is wool.
It's made out of sheep.
It's a wool.
Well, it's
Have you ever
wool.
pet a sheep?
It's a sheep taco now.
Yeah, I pet a sheep.
They are
They're
soft.
tasty though. I don't know. Heck yeah. I mean, okay.
Go to any gyro restaurant.
Gyro.
God.
I don't know about that. What?
We're going to talk about a cutting mat. So
Okay.
we are not using scissors anymore like our grandmothers and great-grandmothers used. We're going to use a rotary cutter, and I'm going to show you that on the wall. But in order to use that, we need a mat that allows us to use a razor blade and heals itself behind it. So what I suggest you do...
Wait. Did you just say it heals itself?
It
It's
heals itself.
like
It's called-
a superhuman?
Well, sort of.
Oh,
See right there, self-healing.
Sean's self-healing.
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 So you don't even have to put a Band-Aid on it. What you want to do is there's different sizes. Not that there's anything different in it. It's just for your space that you're going to use. So whatever space you have, buy a mat that's as big as you can go. So, I mean, some of my customers live in RVs now, so they don't have the option of a really nice big mat, which really makes your life easy. And so they're going to buy, yes, just that one.
Holy
Like,
moly.
why do you need
I
this?
can sell you that right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to cut our fabric with our rotary cutter on this. That gives us a surface to be able to do it. Now this is the best of the best, all right? This is a Martelli. It's actually accurate as far as the increments for measurement. So I could actually use that instead of my ruler if I wanted to.
We've been using these in the stores for years now, haven't we?
I have them in the store.
Can we use it to measure Michael?
Okay, well, like
Oh,
here.
okay. Let's see here.
Take the point and then go.
This is
It's accurate.
okay.
Okay, so like
I'm 5'10" and a half.
Add about
Minus 2 inches.
scroll up
9.
9.
5'9".
Yep.
I lied on my driver's license then.
Well, we've been using these since October, and you can imagine how much cutting we do. So we're still using the same mat. This mat you buy, it's going to last you a lifetime because you will not ever cut as much as what we cut, and in the same place because you can ship.
So I buy one of those. I
and
shouldn't
it's
have
for your
to.
lifetime. Pretty much guarantee you that.
Wow.
It's that good. Need some doodads.
Some
Doodads.
Doodads.
That's what my wife says. Doodads, get the dishes done. Doodads, take out the trash.
Do that, do this.
Yeah.
Well, some people are. My mother's a doodad queen, so I have my knowledge of doodads from my mother. This is the first thing we really need to get you started with, and this is a rotary cutter, and these were invented in about '79, and that revolutionized quilting.
1979.
Revolution.
Oh, they're not that old.
Is that like a rotary thing? Revolutions. For rotary cutters, I actually have a favorite, and that is the Martelli 60 millimeter. It's a bit bigger, so you can cut a bit faster with it, and the ergonomics on this thing are just next level. I absolutely love it. You have your front finger, your pointer, on the edge right here, and you're going to just be sliding it very naturally, almost like a miter saw, really similar to that. A lot of the things in sewing match really closely with things in construction, believe it or not. So that's where my background lies, and that's why I've got a lot of natural ability just inherently. Working a machine is really similar to a table saw, and working this is like I said, a miter saw or even a circular saw, just going down the machine, down the fabric. Yeah, but these are definitely going to be my vote for the rotary cutter choice. If you got the money for them, they're more than worth it, and they'll last you a lifetime. There's still quite a bit I don't know.
Well, you have to realize that up to now you're using scissors, and that it's hard on your hands, hard to do, and quilting was a dying art until this invention of this baby. Okay, this is a razor blade, so the big thing with this is just your personal safety.
Yeah.
Now, I like this one. This is the one I use at home. This one I use here because the blade is not going to be exposed until I grip it in, and then if I drop it, then that blade gets retracted immediately. So by the time it hits your foot, it's closed.
It doesn't cut your toe off.
Does not cut your toe off.
So which 45 would be fine? Why would I need a 60?
60 just does a greater depth of fabric. So you're usually not going to cut 12.
Layered, yeah.
You're not going to cut 12 layers most of the time. Except if you're a guy, you want to do it fast. All right, scissors.
I would win that competition.
Yeah, most people will want a pair of shears, but the majority of the
time, the wool
you
mat?
just need, remember you're going to use this for your mat.
That's right.
These are going to be used for the most time when you're snipping threads in between. So you don't have to have a huge pair. But these are my favorite.
These are slick, like the oil.
Yes, an iridescent finish. It's a Tula pink, and all her stuff has this wonderful iridescent finish to it. These are my favorite just because they're so incredibly sharp. They're micro-serrated, meaning it's like a serrated knife.
I love the handle
so
on
it
those, too.
grabs the fabric when you cut, and it's really, really sharp, so I keep my guard on it.
You can feel it. You can feel the serration.
Yeah, it's really my favorite pair of scissors. If you're gonna quilt things yourself on your own machine, you'll need a good supply of safety pins.
Safety pins.
You're going to need
Safety pins.
pins, and believe it or not, pins are a factor. It's as important a tool as anything else.
So I know we sell clips, Stitchin Heaven magical clip.
And they're at the register.
So why would I use
so
the clips over the needles? Because this hurts a lot.
Okay, so here's some clips right here. You can also see they're real big, and they're very strong. So if you're going to have multiple layers, like people who do purses, you're going to have maybe 5 or 6 layers of fabric that's going to hold it together. Whereas a pin, it's going to be hard to get through all of that.
Okay. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
It's only September.
It's only September. Bernina!
And you just walked around past one of our favorite things is our Bernina machines. I have 5 of them.
5?
Yes, I have 5.
Why do you have 5?
Well, I bought my first one 25 years ago, and it still works perfectly. I just upgraded 3 years ago to a 770. My mother just passed away, and I inherited 2 of hers. And I bought another one because these are generational machines. Literally, I'm planning on passing it down to grandchildren, to grandkids, because they're good machines. It's like a really, really good quality car.
Can I be your grandkid?
These have outlasted several of my cars. Okay.
Wow,
So anyway,
that's crazy.
I know you'll spend a little bit more time with that, but I just wanted to let you see them, just to know that they're a super quality machine. If it wasn't, I wouldn't have 5 of them.
No.
Don't touch.
What does that do?
It's a bobbin.
It winds a bobbin.
Oh.
It spins.
Your head is a bobbin? Yeah.
So really, when you get down to the basics,
Bobbin.
about the only
Get
other
it.
thing
Don't need to
besides
be
the
in your
machine
Bobbin.
is thread.
Okay.
So we have some thread here. This is Orfil cotton thread. It's Egyptian cotton, so it's long strands, and it's very strong, but it's very thin. So typically, cotton fabric uses cotton threads, then they age at the same rate.
Which
The
is
polyester thread with cotton fabric, the polyester outlasts it, starts cutting into the fabric.
So what-
I use Orfil, has probably of the cotton threads, of the ones I've used, it has the least amount of lint, and that's pretty important. Keeps your machine cleaner.
So what's the difference between the Orfil and the Isocord?
Isocord is in polyester, and this definitely, see how it's shiny? It catches the light really well. Okay, so that's for sure for embroidery, and that makes a really nice thread, though you can piece with this, and there's like no lint with this.
next is to learn some more basic terminology.
Sure.
I know we walked around the store and you've said a lot of things. Conceptually, we get the idea, but I think on our next episode, we're going to take the time to sit down and learn some basic terminology. And then after that, we'll get together and pick out a project for us to work on.
And it is a learning process. That's why I love quilting. Is you're always learning something, a new technique, a new way, new fabric lines. So it's just a lot of fun to continue to expand your horizons. And the one thing we didn't hit on was a ripper.
A ripper?
You need a ripper.
A
You
ripper?
need a sharp ripper because you will unsew a lot. That's not a bad thing.
Weston ripped one earlier.
Yes, he did.
Never turn your back on the ripper.
Well, here's the deal. What do you learn best from, your successes or your failures?
Failures.
Failures. So when you do make a failure,
I'm real smart. I fail all the time.
yeah.
Sometimes you don't intend to succeed, though.
So that's the way you learn. That's one of the ways you learn. So don't get discouraged if you have to rip out. It's just a process of saying, now I know better. Now I know how to do it a different way. So rippers are important. Let's make sure it's
You ripped a seam the other day at that restaurant we went to dinner.
Underwear was hanging out
Yeah.
and everything. It was ridiculous. I'm telling you.
bad news.
Yeah. Yeah. Fantastic.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, Janet.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us today. We enjoyed walking through the store. Janet knows a lot, and that's why we rely on her so much here at Stitchin Heaven. And we look forward to learning some more next week when we learn some of the basic quilting terminology and possibly getting into doing it game show style. I don't know. I think it'll be fun. We look forward to seeing you next week, and thank you for watching 3 Men And A Bernina.
Bye, guys.
We are 3 Men And A Bernina.
3 Men And A Bernini. We are eating linguines.
We are 3 Men
Driving
And
Lamborghinis.
Eating paninis. Is that the Pantene commercial? Maybelline is makeup, right?
all I do is win, no matter what. My name is James Bond.